My name is Lucas Daniel Smith. I'm over 18 years old. I'm of sound mind and free of any mental disease or psychological impairment of any kind or condition. I am a citizen of the United States of America. I'm 29 years old, and I was born in the state of Iowa. I have personal knowledge of all the facts and circumstances described herein below and will testify in open court to all of the same. On February 19th, 2009, I visited the Coast Province General Hospital in Mombasa, Kenya. I visited the hospital accompanied by one more person, a natural-born citizen of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, formerly known as Zaire, and before independence known as the Belgian Congo. I had to pay cash consideration to two different Kenyan military officers, as well as an administrator at the Coast Province General Hospital in Mombasa, Kenya. And this was to obtain the copy of the birth certificate of Barack Hussein Obama. The copy was signed by the hospital administrator. The copy contains an embossed seal. The true and correct photocopy of the birth certificate obtained is attached to my affidavit, which is filed in the court here. I solemnly swear under penalty of perjury that all of the facts stated and circumstances described above are true and correct statements. I have not received any compensation for making this affidavit.
The interview segment you just viewed took place September 8, 2009, in front of the Ronald Reagan Federal Courthouse in Santa Ana, California. Lucas Daniel Smith was present at the courthouse that day to serve as a key witness if called in support of this case. The case had the potential to bring into question the constitutional eligibility of Barack Obama to serve as president. Here is the declaration by Lucas Smith, which was previously submitted to the court by attorney Orly Tates in support of her case. Here is the last section of the separate affidavit, which was signed under penalty of perjury by Mr. Smith. Lucas Smith is in many ways just an ordinary American guy who calls Cedar Rapids, Iowa, his hometown. But this talented, adventuresome, and patriotic young man has also accomplished many truly courageous and extraordinary things. We have viewed the birth certificate, which he was able to obtain in Kenya. Now, here is his July 4, 2010 letter to Congress. This document package consisted of a 5-page letter explaining in detail how he obtained the birth certificate directly from the birth hospital in Mombasa, plus a high-resolution copy of the birth certificate and another document as attachments. Each letter was individually addressed, signed, notarized, and mailed via United States Postal Certified Mail to each U.S. Senator and Representative in the 111th Congress, including some representatives from various territories. A total of over 535 personal document packages were sent in this monumental project, which took over a month for him to accomplish. Lucas Smith's amazing adventure started with his trip to Africa back in February 2009. This was only a few weeks after the inauguration of President Obama on January 20th. He traveled to Africa for a reason which was pertinent to his ongoing scientific research project, but which was totally unrelated to Barack Obama and the eligibility issue. He first visited the Democratic Republic of the Congo as part of this research project, Continuing with this research and seeking an important interview with a key individual, he then traveled to Nairobi, Kenya. Here starts Mr. Smith's story, involving his trip to Mombasa to obtain the birth certificate. After a series of conversations with the locals in Nairobi, he decided to put his original research project on the back burner for a while and concentrate his efforts on obtaining the birth certificate. The fascinating story of how he obtained the birth certificate from the Coast Province General Hospital is fully explained in his July 4, 2010 letter to Congress. Mr. Smith continues to devote much of his free time to research regarding the presidential eligibility issue. For example, he has viewed with interest this 1960 map of Mombasa and the Kenya coastline, since it gives the actual names of key locations and political boundaries just 1 year before Obama's birth in 1961. More recently, he personally located and conducted extensive research relating to the article and this associated map of Kenya appearing in the 1926 Encyclopedia Britannica. Here are some written comments from Mr. Smith regarding the map, and also a quote which he judges to be extremely important from the article. This map depicts and specifically labels the coast of Kenya as the Kenya Protectorate. Change of status. During this period of strain, the change from a protectorate to a crown colony was effected July 1920. The new colony was named after Mount Kenya, the most commanding natural feature of the country. The coastlands, which form part of the Sultanate of Zanzibar, was not annexed, but became the Kenya Protectorate. This poster is available for free download at Mr. Smith's dedicated website, wasobamaborninkenya.com. A high-resolution image of the certified copy of Obama's Kenya birth certificate is also available for free download at this website, along with several other important tools and documents, including the July 4, 2010 letter to Congress,